flag, but the purple flags have been waving, and I'm a witness. There is some jellyfish out there right now, Faith.
Yeah, and if they were out there yesterday, conditions are even worse today. So really want to stress that safety, like you mentioned. Yesterday we had that moderate rip current risk in effect. Today it is high, so it's a little bit more higher than that. Also seeing those periods a little bit longer as well, up to 10 seconds on the board. Waves around 3 to 5 feet this afternoon. So once again, conditions aren't going to be that safe. Want to make sure if you are heading out, you really pay attention to the forecast and just pay attention in general to safety as far as that's concerned. Slightly choppy conditions on the bays, and here's going to be your tide. So as you can see, all of our high tides today are going to be here in the morning, the next few minutes for some of them. So want to be aware that there might be some minor coastal flooding if you're heading out to start your Sunday afternoon. But once again, as we start to see tides pull up back a little bit lower, still likely that we'll have a little bit of more cautious conditions with waves still being elevated for us today. A lot of this is driven by, of course, the tropics. They're active. It's hurricane season. The one that's bringing us these increased swells and that high rip current risk is this tropical wave Invest 95. We see it's down south, well below us, but once again, that's what's kind of cranking up a little bit more of those hazardous conditions on the water for our Sunday afternoon. Won't be necessarily a problem as we head into tomorrow, but more so today is where you really need to be concerned and paying attention to. Next on the list is Hurricane Beryl, and so this one right here already a Category 2 hurricane, and as it continues to track, actually is going to pick up in some wind speeds as well to become a Category 4. So that's going to be a catastrophic hurricane. Going to continue to pay attention to that, but nothing for us to be concerned as of right now here in the coastal bend. And then behind that, another area that we're tracking, the National Hurricane Center is marking this area a high chance of development over the next 7 days. So the tropics are pretty quite active for sure to end June off. But once again, the one that's really impacting us right now that we're paying attention to is that first one that has that low pressure system just south of us. And as we notice, as it tracks over into Mexico, heading into Monday, not necessarily going to be a big of a concern for us anymore. We'll start to notice conditions on the water improving. And then this high pressure right here, that's also what's going to help improve conditions for us heading into the new week as well. But of course, wave forecast, going to talk about this, what that means for us heading into tomorrow. We start to notice conditions once again, as you can mention, as that low pressure tracks across further into Mexico. Monday morning already, you can already see conditions are going to improve pretty quick and fast for us. If you have any plans Monday, probably be a little bit better, not necessarily safe, more so talking moderate rip current risk for us tomorrow afternoon. Here's a look at Hurricane Beryl. This is the big topic for us right now in the tropics. A Category 2 hurricane, wind speeds at 100 miles per hour and gusts at 120. So definitely pretty gusty, catastrophic is what it's going to be here for us heading into tomorrow as it continues to track across, moving closer. As you can see, well far away from us, so nothing to be concerned. But of course, as we get closer to the time, we're going to continue to keep a close eye on that system out there. As far as the cone of how this is tracking, as it moves further, we start to notice this is the best chance for it to have that Category 4 hurricane strength. Once it reaches that 130 mile per hour wind shield, that's when we're going to start to notice that Category 4 limitations for that. But as it tracks further west, we start to notice it kind of dying down just a little bit more, especially as it gets a little bit closer to Mexico by Friday midnight. Once again, not necessarily something for us to be concerned about right now, but here's a spaghetti plot of what some of the models are bringing out and pushing and where it's saying that Beryl could be going as it tracks a little bit closer to North America. Once again, a lot of these models are pushing that system further south for us into Mexico, and once again, that's going to be thanks to seeing how that high pressure plays out. Once again, still have some time to do so, but just a little early look ahead. But what we do know is that sea surface temperature over 80 degrees, that's obviously what's kind of giving more fuel to the tropics right now, also aiding in that 50% down south of us. Today, nothing to be concerned about the tropics. It's going to be another warm one for us. Mostly sunny skies, 95 degrees, winds a little bit out of the east southeast, and feels like temperatures also on the dangerous side. Expecting 110 here in Corpus Christi, 106 over in Sinton. Rest of the week really is going to be dry. Today's the only chance of seeing a small isolated shower, but once again, that's going to be very spotty. The rest of the week is going to be hot.